What's going on, guys? I am Toxic Jordan. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be taking down the third stage of the anniversary battle here. So I believe I want to jump in with the same team as the first stage. So the reason being, let's go ahead and switch back over to the wiki here, and we'll take a look at the missions. So it's the same missions that it's been for the first two stages. You have to clear it without support items, and then clear it with a unit of every typing. So I think, yeah, what I'm going to end up doing here is just using the same exact team that I used for the first stage. I think that this team performed a little bit better for me than the cooler team. So, yeah, I would rather run this one just so we don't run the risk of dying, because I assume that the difficulty is going to increase a little bit yet again. Oh, yeah. So, something that I was thinking about with this event that is kind of an L, in my opinion. I think it would have been a lot better if they revamped the event and did it this way that I'm going to explain instead. So, the way that they've got it set up now is it's all individual battles. It's all separate stages, right? And it's just 8 fights. I believe this is going to be an event that stays live forever. 12. Oh yeah. It's gonna be live forever. So yeah, this isn't going away, or I don't know if it's permanently available. Actually, is there an end date for this? No, it doesn't actually look like there is an end date for it. Well, that is exciting stuff. Yeah, I'm just peeking over here on the wiki as we're doing this, but yeah, it looks like. Let me see. I want to make sure I'm not feeding you guys misinformation. Yeah, there's no set end date for this, so it looks like this event is going to be permanently available. So yeah, that is pretty nice stuff. Okay, so my idea with this is, instead of it having all of these stages available and, you know, permanently available, I was thinking it would be way cooler if they made it a super long fight where you fought all through all stages of the 8th anniversary all at once. So they'd just be back-to-back fights, and it'd be that super long-form fight that we've been waiting for years, to be able to use some of those characters that need, 15, 20 turns to build up to their maximum potential and stuff. We really, really want to get a long fight like that. This could have been their opportunity to do that. Just have all of the fights go back to back to back to back to back. And then, when the 9th anniversary happens, you just add another stage to the end of it. So basically the fight just gets longer every anniversary, and then we would continuously have this awesome super long content that continues to get harder and harder every single year. I think that could be a lot of fun, but unfortunately they set it up this way because they are so adamant about their short form fights. You know, in fact, they're so adamant about them that even within the individual fight, it's still resetting, because we're not fighting like VEGITO here and then going straight to GOGETA back to back. We have to clear the stage, go back onto the map, and then enter into a new battle. So all of our units, passives and stuff, reset. Any stacks that we got are gone, right? All the damage reduction we build up with Gamma 1 is gone. So yeah, they are really just going all in on these short form events these days. They really, really do not want to give us long content that is difficult to clear. So that is a little bit frustrating, but we do what we can here. We do what we can, so. Alright, the crit we needed. The crit we were all waiting for. That's the critical hit that'll wake you up. We were certainly falling asleep there, weren't we? This is definitely not too difficult of a stage. To be honest, I would say, these earlier stages are absolutely worth it. Especially, if you're able to clear it with a rainbow team. Because it doesn't require you to have, you know, a team of like a specific category or anything like that. It doesn't even require like super or extreme types, right? You literally just have to have a unit of every typing. So I assume that most people are going to be able to do that. Well, I mean, hey, you could even do that fully free-to-play, because you could grind up, like, the free-to-play Ginyu Force members, or the free-to-play, Team Bardock squad, because there's no turn restrictions or anything, and I think that those units are strong enough defensively to melt their way through this. It just might take them a little bit longer to deal all the damage that they need to do. So you might be here for a little while grinding away at this stage, but it doesn't cost any stamina, so you could keep running it as many times as you want. But yeah, I would definitely say that getting those rainbow or those like all types missions completed are totally worth, because these 3rd anniversary LRs are still like decent units, right? The Gogeta and Janemba from the 1st anniversary are pretty much completely aged out. There's really no point in us having the equips that we get from that stage. Like, it does kind of feel pointless to have those, because they're like not, like, they're not relevant units. You can't really use them anywhere, so it just doesn't feel like necessary. I mean, it's cool to have the equips, right? Because you're still going to be able to have them like maxed out with these awesome equips for free, essentially, but not really necessary. And I would say the same for the 2nd anniversary. You know, the 2nd anniversary headlining units, because the Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta have been outmatched and outclassed by the LR versions of themselves that have gotten their EZAs. So there's really no reason to ever run the TUR versions of them again. The LR versions are just so much better at this point. And, you know, when those EZAs first happened, you could run them alongside each other and kind of get away with that. And technically you still could get away with that now, but you just wouldn't want to, because there are so many better units to run on their teams than, you know, than the 2nd anniversary LRs. So yeah, for those equips, I would say it's like, I guess, I mean, it's nice to have them, but they're not really like super useful. But I would say maybe the 3rd anniversary ones here is where it's going to start to be really, really useful, because these guys are actually pretty good, right? The Vegito and Gogeta are not like insane units out the gate. They do need a little bit of time to ramp up, and like, honestly, these guys are really impressive after they transform, which you can't do until turn 6 anyway. And as we were just talking about, Dokkan loves throwing all this short form content at us right now, so they haven't really been able to see much use because of that. But I think with these equips especially, they might perform just a little bit better in their base form states if we're able to give them, you know, these nice defensive buffs and stuff. That could certainly, you know, help their case and their usability. And then I think, yeah, that the 3rd anniversary LRs are certainly usable units, you know. Definitely not the best, definitely not first choice or anything, but they are very usable for sure. So for most players that don't have all of the best units in the game, these are going to be really, really solid equips to earn. Alright, Gogeta, it's time to get flattened, buddy. It's time. Oh, perfect, and we can actually use an active skill here. Do we have animations on? No. Good. I don't want the animations on. I want to blaze through these as quick as possible. Let's see if we can kill them with this. Not quite. Okay. But that's okay, because now they have guaranteed crits for the turn, so we'll throw them in slot 1, and their first super attack should take care of this. If not, then I'm sure that they'll have an additional for us, which could be nice. Sweet. All right, there we go. That is the 3rd stage cleared. No problem. And I think things are going to start to change here once we get to the 4th stage and onward. So we do definitely have that to look forward to. And we're doing the JP thing. Loading for 4 million years. You love to see it. Loading and loading and loading and loading and loading and loading. There we go. I'm not sure why JP does that. Global just never had this issue. Really funny stuff. Okay, so yeah, we got all our 3rd anniversary missions there completed. Let's go ahead and switch over to the wiki and take a look at the equips that we just earned. So the equips we just got are exact duplicates of the ones that we had on the first 2 stages. So the 6 additional and the 600 defense. And then I guess I also should be pointing out that we're getting these silver skill orbs for them as well, which is very nice. Same deal. It's going to be 6 crit and then 400 additional. So if you have both of those on your units, you're getting an additional 6... you're getting 6 additional, and 6 additional crit, and 1,000 defense. That's so nuts. These are so good. These are so good. Okay, on to the 4th anniversary.